Hi guys. Let me put this up here. Hello. Let me put my timer on. Okay. Everybody's already muted.
Oh, I have something. I hit a button that says, I'm not trying to record this, but it says please request record. But now it won't let me click off of it. So if it asks you that, you can hit deny. I don't know why it's doing. Okay.
Nothing showed up on my side, but
It went away.
did it? Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, I didn't realize that was an option for people, but if
I don't know that it is because I don't know where it would go. Because I think I joined through Google. I don't know.
are you on your phone or are you on a laptop?
I'm on a laptop.
So it would just save to your computer.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I have it recording, so I can email any day that you guys want. I can email them out to you guys. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. All right, I'm gonna give everybody just another minute or two to get on. So today we are gonna do a quick ab series and then stretching, because I feel like stretching is really, really important. When you've been working out, it is as important as the workouts. And I know some of my dancer kids are joining us too, but even if you don't dance, stretching is important as we get older. Unfortunately, that's not changing. So hopefully everybody feels good after this week. Give it another minute. So during the ab workout, if there's anything that gets into your back, obviously take a break. I want you to push yourself, a little bit. We're only doing 10 minutes of abs. So I always tell myself, I'm going to try and do like 30 to 45 seconds. I'm going to try and keep an eye on the clock to do 30 to 45 seconds of each exercise. So I always try to mentally just tell myself, you can do anything for 30 seconds. You can do anything for 30 seconds. And that's another way that I get through it. Hi, Comadre. Yeah. All right, let me mute everybody. And you guys can unmute yourselves if you need to. And we are going to start. So we're gonna set this stuff away because we won't need that until we start. We're going to start with just a plank hold. So I really love planks because it incorporates your whole body. I'm going to point out some guidelines that I like to follow. So come to your hands and knees. And I'm going to start totally relaxed. So first thing I want to do is look right between your hands and nod your chin in just a little bit so your neck is in line with your spine.
Mother, can you lower your video a little bit?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Because nomás se ve like.
There. Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. So your chin is in. And then I want your shoulders to glide down your back. And when that happens, I want you to notice that your abs start to turn on. So try and keep, and you should feel some wideness across your chest. And then next, I want you to pull your belly button in towards your spine. And then tuck your tailbone just a little. Step 1 foot back. Hold it long. Draw your abs in even more. Keep reaching the shoulders down and add the other. We're going to hold this for 45 seconds. So trying to find that spot. Keep a wideness through your chest. Imagine your hands are trying to reach away from each other. Pull those ribs in. Make sure you're breathing. That was 20 seconds. Holding it. Make sure you're still keeping that belly drum in and up. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your heels to the right. Drop your hips. If you need to come down to that knee, you can. Otherwise, press your inner thighs together and see if you can open to a side plank. Shoulders are still relaxed. Your ribs are still drawn in. This one we're just holding for 30 seconds. You should feel those obliques right here. Feel that stretch of your arms. Again, coming down to kneeling if you need to. Shoulders relaxed, ribs are in. That was 20. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing that hand down, coming back to the toes, tucking that tailbone, dropping the heels to the left, and rotating open. I'll turn around and look at the clock in just a second. Shoulders are down, your obliques and your waist are engaged. We've got 12 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With control, draw your abs in, bring that hand back down, lift and bend your knees and press back to a rest position. Resting for just a second. On your exhale, press back forward, shoulders down. We're going to do some knee pull-ins in our plank position. At any time, if you feel like you need to come down to an elbow, you can, but try and stay up on your hands. Reaching that leg, drawing the abs in, reaching that other leg, drawing the abs in. We're going to bring that left knee to the elbow and press back out. Bring it back in and press back out. 8, 7, trying to keep your body really centered. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it long, lower that foot, lift the right one, pull that knee in and press away. And 9, 8, breathe in. 7, 6, 5. Reach that left leg long through the heel. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it long, lower the knees, press back. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, pressing forward. Let's come to lying down. This time, we're going to reach the arms, roll back just to the top of the pelvis. Actually, come down to your waist. Put your hands on your thighs and press into your legs. Your feet are together, your inner thighs are pressing towards each other. You're going to reach your hands up your legs and bring them back down. Crunching up, reaching your hands and bringing them down. Press your hands into your legs as you reach up. We got 20 more seconds of this. Really focused on the abs. For 5, 4, you feel your upper abs. 3, 2, press into those thighs. Last one, and come all the way down. Reach those hands overhead. Reach them around to the side. Bring the hands under your glutes. Pull both legs up, curl up, and we're gonna do nice and controlled toe taps. So that right toe taps and lift, tap. I keep looking at, I'm watching the clock for you guys. Stay curled up as much as you can. If you need to lower your head to rest, you can. Just keep a lot of control through your lower abs. The legs are not moving from the hip joint. They're moving because your lower abs are tapping and controlling and pulling that leg back up. We got 5 more seconds. 5, 4, make sure you're even on each side. 1 more each leg. And bring your hands behind your thighs. Press and rock all the way up. Take a deep breath in. See if you can find your balance. Here you have 2 options. You can keep your legs here. You can reach them. You can bring them down. We're going to do some Russian twists for obliques. I want you to imagine you're holding a ball, and we're going to rotate and tap the floor and switch. What I want here is that your knees are glued together and you're not getting much shifting through the legs. So this is all coming from the waist. It's not coming from the hips. Tap, 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 tap. We got 20 more seconds. Really feeling those obliques today. Make sure you're breathing. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Bring everything into a little ball. Hug your knees, and let's come back up to our planks. Make sure I'm keeping on time. So coming in, gliding those shoulder blades down, abs and ribs are in, reach that leg. This is gonna get into your lower belly. So I want you just to bend your knees and tuck your tailbone and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten back out and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck the tailbone and pull the knees in. Feel that lower belly connect. 3, 2, 1, and reach and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck the tailbone and tuck the knees in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch and reach for 5, 3, 2, 1. One more. Tuck and hold it in. And press and reach. Let's come down to an elbow, another elbow, come back to the hand and hand. Switch side you started on. Come elbow, elbow, hand, hand, back to the first arm. Down, down, up, up, switching. 1 more each side. Bring those knees down, press back into your child's pose. We've got just 2 more things, and we're gonna come all the way up. Coming back to your teaser position. We're gonna reach the hips under, bring those legs to tabletop, reach the arms long by the legs. As the legs reach long in front of you, the arms reach to the sides, hold it, and bring it back in. And reach it. And bring it in. And reach. And in. 2 more, reaching and holding it. And bring it in. And last one, reaching. And bring it in. And bring it all the way down. Reach that right leg up. Stay curled up. We're going to switch the legs for scissors. nice and controlled from those lower abs. The higher you reach on your leg, the more work you're going to get from the upper abs curling you up, but you can grab wherever you want. Just try not to pull right behind the knee. 3, 2, 1 more each leg and bring them in. We're done with abs. Pull those knees in, give them a little hug, rock side to side, and make sure you're breathing. Let's roll over, stretch the legs long, the arms reach overhead. Take a couple of breaths there, roll over to your bellies, and let's press up to the elbows to start. When you're here, instead of arching your back, I want you to think of stretching your chest forward. So imagine your chest is trying to reach the wall in front of you, and see if that feels different on your stretch. And then press up to your hands, if you can, if that feels okay. No pinching in the lower back. If you feel pinching, lower back down. And come all the way down. Tuck those tailbone, those toes under, sorry, and press all the way back. And let's come up to standing for our stretching. So I'm gonna do this a little bit more right there. We'll see if that works. Okay. So everybody standing, take a deep breath in. Y'all worked really hard this week. Deep breath in. I want you just to reach your ear over to your shoulder and really try and find some stretch through that shoulder when you reach. Your shoulders are square, your hips are square, and then circle down and lift up and switch sides. Reach to your ear to the other shoulder. Really find that nice stretch through the neck and roll all the way over and lift the head, nod your chin, and we're just rolling all the way down. As you roll, draw your belly in and come all the way down to the floor. Let your head hang. Try and feel some space through these vertebrae in your upper back and your neck. You should also feel a stretch on the hamstrings and the calves. I want you to bring your hands wherever you can. If they come to the floor, great. If not, hold on behind your calves. Bend one knee and press into that opposite hip. So right now my left knee is bent and I'm pushing into that right hip and glute. Straight back, not to the side. And switch, straighten that leg, bend the opposite one. Soften your kneecaps. So a lot of times we find here that the knees want to pull up. You want to relax those and switch for 3 and switch. You should feel that your spine is relaxing, your legs are loosening up a little bit. You may be a little closer to the floor and straighten both legs. Walk your hands over to one side. You should feel a nice stretch on the opposite leg, on the outside of that leg. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back through center and walk them to the other side. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, bring it back to the center. Bend your knees wherever you can. If you can bring them all the way down, great. If not, if you need to let your heels pop up, that's fine too. We're just in a crouching position. And straighten those legs back up. Tuck your tailbone under and roll one piece at a time all the way up. Bring that right hand to the thigh, the left hand reaches up, side bend and reach over. So this is another place the hips are trying not to pop out to the side. They may shift some, but you want to really get that side stretch. Hold it there, relax your shoulders down, rotate and look into your thigh. Open the chest and reach back over, reach those arms as you switch sides. Reach that left hand down. Reach your arm like you're trying to touch the wall to your left. Deep breath in, draw the ribs in, rotate, look into your thigh. Make sure you're breathing. Open the chest back up and lift all the way up. Bring your hands behind your back. Clasp your fingers if you can and press down to open the chest. You should feel a good stretch across the shoulders and the triceps. This again is not just a bend of the back, it's a reach of your spine and an opening of the chest to reach it up. And relax, good. Come in to stand in parallel. Step your left foot forward. Keep your foot flat, both feet flat on the floor. Bend your back knee and sit your hips back. Bring your hands to your thighs. So reaching, you should feel a stretch on the back of this hamstring of your straight leg. Deep breath in. Lift your foot, your front foot lifts. You should feel a deep stretch through the calf now. Make sure you're breathing. Breathing is so essential to stretching. It brings oxygen to the muscles. Deep breath in, exhale. Bring that foot flat and bring your hands to the floor if you can. If they can only come to your shin, that's okay. Just go where you can go. Both legs are straight, both heels are on the floor, both toes, the feet are completely flat. Drop your chin in. And now lift your back heel and hinge forward just a little bit. Drop that back heel. Press your hips back. Bend that back leg again. Sit your hips back. Walk your hand up your leg. Keep a flat back for just a second. Lower your hips if you can, just a little more. And press all the way up. Step that foot back together. Stepping the right foot forward. Keeping both feet flat on the floor. Bend that left knee and sit your hips back. You should feel this stretch in the back of the right hamstring right now. So making sure you're breathing. The ribs are drawn in. Sit those hips back. Notice when you reach your sits bones, that helps increase that stretch. Now lift the toes. Deep breath in. Lower that foot. Bring those hands to the ground. Straighten that back leg. Relax your shoulders. Let your head hang. Lift that back heel. Lean into that stretch. Also, don't push yourselves too much. Just go where feels good to you. Don't overstretch. Stretching is really good. Overstretching is not very good. Drop that back heel. Bend that back leg. Sit your hips back one more time. Walk your hands up your leg. Try not to press onto your knee. Keep a flat back for just a second. And press those hips up. Turn. Well, you don't have to turn. Bring your feet out to the sides. Bring your hands together. Relax those shoulders. And we're going to sit into this stretch here. So going as far as feels good to you. This is a really good hip opener. It stretches there. It stretches the inner thighs. Don't mind my crazy hair. Deepen on an exhale. Go a little further. And then lean over to your right. If you need to put your hands down, you can. Whatever feels good. Come back to center. Shift over to your left. Feel that in your glute. It's a little bit of work too. Bring it back to center. Come all the way up and fold forward. Let your head hang. Turn your feet center. And then shift over to your right leg. And then turn that left toe out. So here, you may only be able to get to your knee. You may be able to bring your hip further down. You may be able to get all the way down. Go within your range of motion. No judgment from anyone. Deep breath in. Turn into your lunge. So still that right knee is bent. You should feel this in the front of this right hip flexor. Bring your knee down. Bring your hands to the knee. Press your hips towards your heel. And turn that back foot under. Press back just a little bit and bring that leg, that front leg to the side to sit into pigeon, which is a yoga pose. There's a really good stretch for this hip flexor. Your foot may be in a different position than mine is, and that's okay. You should also feel this through that bent leg. If you can come to your elbows, come to your elbows. Make sure you're breathing. I'll tell you to breathe a lot. Come all the way down to your hands. Head reaching down. If you need to be on your, if you need to make a fist with your hands, that's fine too. Deep breath in. Pressing back up to the hands. Curl that back toe under. Press into that leg and lift back into your lunge. Turn back to the front. Let's stay down as we shift to the other side. So walking the hands over. So here, I know that sometimes my dancers, this bent leg feels better when it's turned out. If that feels better to you, that's fine. I like mine in parallel, but you can do wherever feels good. You can point that foot of the straight leg, whatever feels nice to you. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale, turning into that lunge. Press the hips forward so you get that nice stretch through the front of that hip flexor. Bringing that knee down. Turning the foot. You can bring the hands to the knee. Pressing the hips forward, relaxing the shoulders. And bring those hands down. Press back just a little bit. Bring that left leg down into your pigeon and lift up through your chest, feeling that stretch through your glutes. Coming down to your elbows if that feels okay. Trying to notice that your straight leg is coming straight out of that hip socket. Come all the way down if that feels fine. Making sure you're taking deep breaths in, feeling the muscles relax when you exhale. Come back up to the hands. Curl those toes back under, stretch that leg, come back into your lunge, reach that heel back, turn, and let's come up and back to center, fold over one more time. So keeping your hands on the floor. You can adjust where your feet are. If you need to move your feet further out to be able to bring the hands down, we're just gonna bend and straighten and bend and straighten. 3 more, bend, straighten, make sure you're breathing. 2, 1, and hold it there. Walk over to your right leg. Rotate open the chest. Rotate back to the leg, walk over to the left. Your chest is towards your leg to start with. And then rotate open and close. And walk those hands back to the center. Roll, reach your arms, pretend you're hugging a ball, and roll the hips under. Keeping those arms rounded. And lift and turn those hands down, bring them down. Bring one foot behind you. And we're gonna slowly lower all the way down. Use your hands if you need to. And bring those feet together. So sitting in our little butterfly position. So grabbing your feet, interlace your hands, grab your feet and press your knees down wherever feels comfortable. The closer in you have your feet towards you, the deeper stretch it's gonna be. So if you need to bring them out some, that's fine. I want you to take a deep breath and lift up really tall and you see me rocking around a lot. I'm trying to get my good position. So take a deep breath in, lift up through your spine. Use your hands as your resistance. Keep a flat back and bend your elbows and hinge forward. with a flat back, reaching through the crown of the head. And sit back up. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach. And lift. One more deep breath in. Reach. And lift. This time I want you to round over. Bring your head in towards your toes. And lengthen to lift back up. Reaching those legs. We're just going to do a rollover to stretch out the back and we'll be done. So reach your arms, roll the hips under, bring those hands outside of your mat, pull your knees in, reach those legs up. Use the abs one more time. Deepen and lift up and over and let your legs reach wherever feels good. This is a slow and controlled movement. You should feel a nice stretch through your spine. Keep your legs wherever feels good. You can keep them here and roll down, or you can lift them up and roll down. I'm gonna keep mine down because I like that stretch. Roll down one little piece, trying to feel each little bone in your spine as well as the spaces in between them. As your lower back rolls down, reach up, grab your towel or your foam roller. Sorry, I know I said that was the last thing. If you have a towel, place it right where your upper back would be. And I want you just to reach over it. If you have a foam roller, it'll be a little more intense. You can use the foam roller. I'm just gonna keep the towel since that's what I have there. Reach the arms back and then circle them around towards the hips and lift them up. And reach. You can reach the legs or have them bent. Feel your lower back relax. One more this direction. Reach back and reverse, reaching those arms to the hips. Open out to the sides, reach overhead and circle them up. 2. 1 more. Reach those arms straight up to the ceiling, reach them out to the sides and let them rest completely. Take a few deep breaths. Feel your rib cage press into the towel or your foam roller. Exhale, reaching. 1 more deep breath in. Exhale. When you're ready, energize your inner thighs, stretch your legs, reach your hands to your hips, look across the ceiling, nod your chin, use your abs. One last time as the waist comes up, the legs lift. Keep your feet at eye level if you can and hold it for 3, 2, 1, and bring it in. And we're done. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
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 Have a good week.
You're welcome. Bye.